During the gravity wave or any of those other instances, will those particular trees cause any outages?
Not during the gravity wave, but in other times they have.
How far back?
It just depends. I mean, a
And then
tree
you-
can be across the street from a power line that can cause a problem.
And then you would have trimmed them at that point.
Did you take any environmental considerations in? That is a floodplain down there, Jimmy, and according to the USGS website, a large mature oak tree will transpire 40,000 gallons of water a year. That's just one tree. And it can, on certain sites where the water table is very close, actually raise the whole water table. Was there any sort of consideration done for any of your work for the environmental concerns?
Well, on a day-to-day basis, we don't take that into account because there's so many trees in Scottsboro. I mean,
there's a lot of trees that are danger to the power
And
lines.
need to
Sure.
know,
Yeah, there's
right.
hundreds of them.
yeah, sure.
But you found some not long ago that the street department did take
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Why was there so much effort to get all the stumps and debris and everything taken care of that you had to work at night?
Well, we were just trying to get the job finished and
And get out of there.
get out of there and clean the site up, get the stumps out of there so that grass can grow, and then let the tree commission and the Board of Education decide what needed to be planted back in that same location.
Why was there a need for someone with the power board to call the police on me last Friday when I was on the site?
Not
You don't
aware.
know about that.
And there, in construction zones and things like that, we can't have folks sort of.
I've been
wandering.
on logging sites for 50 years. I know what I'm doing. Thank you.
Would have happened probably to whoever was there.
To whoever was
Correct.
there, yeah. Our
But-
insurance company will not allow folks to be in and out of a job site.
I would like to tell Jimmy that a lot of the calls that I've received, as the county forester, focused not on what you focused on. Apples and oranges. You've done a great job. The apples, we all love apples. Those pictures over there are apples, and we love the maintenance that you've done there on the substations to ensure that we have reliable output of electricity. The calls I've gotten have been questioning not the maintenance on the substation, but why other trees were cut way away from the substation. And I don't think you really addressed that. You focused on what you should focus on, the usual maintenance of the system. It's just like Mr. Greer asked, we really did not get to the question why the trees on the far end, well away from the substation, were cut. Maybe since Ms. Berry's here, she can answer that. But we haven't really got to the main question that everybody in town has been asking. Why were these trees cut? So maybe the two of y'all could answer that question. Who
Well,
made
as far as the
decision?
power board, we cut trees all the time, say that. And then, as I mentioned, right outside the substation, within a half mile, it's the maximum amount of energy that's available that could damage the substation. And these trees, there's two distribution lines on either side of that stand of trees. And so either one of those lines hit could create that problem. The upper set of wires on the taller poles that are on the west side of that area are the line that feeds the substation. So if that line is contacted, then all 2,200 customers would be out.
Trees, they came to us, and it was not about signs. I agreed to let them cut the trees, and it was not about signs. It was to keep people alive. How do you think I would feel knowing that we cannot do emergency surgery at our hospital if the power went out and we had to med-flight a child or one of your family members who didn't make it to Huntsville because they couldn't do surgery here or Erlanger, when all I had to do was give them permission to cut the trees so the power can help stay on in the hospital?